Hello and welcome to the Rhythm and Roots Show with Rohan and Al of the Dublin City Rounders, your weekly dose of ragtime, music hall, bluegrass, country blues, early jazz, western swing, and more. We got live sessions and interviews with guests local and around the world, recorded at Beardfire Studio, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like Rhythm and Roots on Facebook, catch up with the podcast on Spreaker.com, and don't forget you can become a Rhythm and Roots Patreon patron today. Now enjoy the show. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're very welcome to Rhythm and Roots here on Near FM 90.3. This is our second show on Near, and they haven't kicked us off yet, Alex. Absolutely brilliant.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's still plenty of time.
We're finishing each other's
Dinner.
That's exactly right, Al. We had a wonderful show last week featuring the excellent Muireann MacDonald, who's performing at the Temple Bar TradFest on the 26th of this month, January. We've got another excellent show today, as well as the old timey tunes. We've got some great new music coming out from artists as far as Nashville, Vancouver, and some plenty of homegrown talent, Irish talent here as well, particularly Niall Toner. We're going to be featuring some of his music as he is performing alongside Dori Freeman, who we
Not
will
to be
have...
confused with, what was it, Niall Toner?
Noel
as he was mistakenly called in that.
At an awards night, Neil was called Niall Toner, so we won't be saying that, will we, Al?
Probably not.
Yeah, and let's not bring that up again, shall we? Yes, let's have some respect. But of course, Niall Toner performing alongside Dori Freeman on the 24th of January for the TradFest. A wonderful show there. Incredible amount of talent all in one place. So do get down to that one. We'll hear from Neil a bit later on. Hear one of his tracks that he recorded in studio with us a little while ago. And we will have Dori in studio with us in about a week's time, which is really exciting. So... without any further ado, let's kick things off. We'll get started with a little bit of Leon's Lone Star Cowboys. This is Leon Chapelier and his Lone Star Cowboys doing their rendition of the Jimmy Rogers classic, The Travelin' Blues.
Dream last night, thought my good gal had gone. Woke up this morning, she had really done me wrong. Lord, I know it's not fair, but my good gal had done caught air. I'm going away, I'm leaving today, I'm gonna bring my sweet mama back. If that eight-wheel driver don't jump the railroad track. She's been trifling around, but now she's done and throwed him down. Let Mr. Rainwater. Yes. Baby's gone, I know it won't be long. We'll be on that train, I'm gonna bring her home again. She's been trifling around, but now she's done and throwed him down. Lord, I'm going away, leaving today, I'm gonna bring my sweet mama back. If that eight-wheel driver don't jump that railroad track, I'll take her from that man. I'm gonna bring her home if I can. Now let's swing it, gang, yeah.
night, or you can't give mom at all.
Yeah, sure, baby.
Gotta give it to my daddy, treat me right. I won't be home when you call.
Yeah.
Told me daddy and I understood. You like me best cause I do it so good. Now
I sure
give it
do.
to me daddy every night. I won't be home when you call.
Baby, every night. Play, boy, now, play.
Give it to me daddy every night. Won't have it at all.
Yes, sir, every night.
Give it to me daddy every night. I want to be treated right.
Now, hold it, honey, hold it.
Come on, Daddy, give me enough. But oh, sweet Daddy, don't be so rough.
Yes.
Give to me, Daddy, every night. I won't be home when you
Oh,
call.
honey, it feels so good. Yeah.
Give to me, Daddy, every night. I won't want it at
Yeah, now
all.
here it is, honey, take it.
Give to me, Daddy, several times a night. I won't have it at all.
Yeah, honey, several times.
Well, you can't come, I'm on the shelf. I'm done tired of sleep by myself. Now give it to me, Daddy, every night. I won't be home when you call.
Yeah, now take it all, honey, take it all.
Hartman's Heartbreakers there, featuring Betty Lou with Give It To Me Daddy. Next up, we have one of the new tunes that was teased a little earlier in the program. We got a song here from Danny Burns, a Irish native, a Donegal native, but he's spent, I think, something like the last 19 or 20 years living in the United States, first in New York City, gigging all over the New Orleans, Chicago, Maryland suburbs of Washington, D.C.
Great cookies.
Yeah, excellent cookies there in Maryland. I'm sure he's quite the aficionado, as well as being an accomplished singer and songwriter. So you'll hear in his music, when we play it in a moment, very, very strong Irish elements. But of course, he's had that very long period of time being steeped in the American tradition of bluegrass and alt country and what we call Americana. And he's worked with some incredible artists, great artists on the song we're about to play. The record, North Country, out January the 18th, of course, the day that this is airing. Loads and loads of really cool collaborations on it, including on the track we are about to play, Holly Williams, Sam Bush, Jerry Douglas, and even, oh God, I don't know how to say this, but Critter Fuqua.
Ah, of course.
F-U-Q-U-A. Of
Classic Critter Fuqua.
of the Old Crow Medicine Show, the band that obviously does the real version of Wagon Wheel before it got turned into something very, I don't know what you want to call it. Nathan, we love you. Nathan Carr, what are we going to do? But anyway, sure, what can you do? Old Crow Medicine Show, guesting on the song you're about to hear. Danny Burns, do check him out if you're into your bluegrass, Americana, alt country, and anything with loads of banjos and fiddles and great harmonies. Incredible voice, incredible songwriter, based out in Nashville now. So this is Danny Burns with Look Into Her Eyes with Holly Williams, Sam Bush, Jerry Douglas, Critter Fuqua, I think, from the brand new album North Country. Enjoy.
Well, look into her eyes and you'll see. Is she here for love, boys? She's here to leave. she here for love, boys? Or she here to leave? Well, look into her eyes and you'll see. Is she here for love, boys? She here to leave.
Come, you ladies and gentlemen, listen to my song. Sang it to you right, but you might think it's wrong. May make you mad, but I mean no harm. It's just about the runner's on Penny's farm. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. You move out on Penny's farm, plant a little crop of bagger and a little crop of corn. Come around and see you're gonna flit and plot till you get yourself a mortgage on everything you got. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. Hadn't George Penny got a flattering mouth? Move you to the country in a little log house. Got no windows but the cracks in the wall. He'll work you all summer and rob you in the fall. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. You go in the field, you'll work all day, way after night, but you get no pay. Promise to meat or a little bucket of lard. It's hard to be a runner on Penny's farm. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. Here George Penny, he'll come into town with a wagon load of peaches, not a one of them sound. Got to have his money or somebody's check. Pay him for a bushel and you don't get a peck. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. George Penny renters, they'll come into town with their hands in the pockets and their head hanging down. Go in the store and the merchant will say, your mortgage is due and I'm looking for my pay. It's the hard times in the country out on Penny's farm. Down in his pocket with a trembling hand. Can't pay you all, but I'll pay you what I can. Then to the telephone, the merchant make a call. He'll put you on chain gang, don't pay it all. It's hard times in the country out on Penny's farm.
The good old Bentley boys there with Down on Penny's Farm. Next up, we have the wonderful Patricia Lalor. We had Patricia in to record this song, her original tune. It must have been a couple of months ago now.
Yeah,
and it was a real pleasure. She's incredibly talented young lady and just a great artist in her own right. So someone that we're very much looking forward to keeping track of and watching her release new music and continue to wow the world with her singing and also her songwriting. The other thing that is newsworthy regarding Patricia of late, she was just accepted into the Wexford Arts PWC Spotlight program, which is really cool. It'll give her a few opportunities to be involved in the art scene there in Wexford and some shows. So do keep an eye out. Of course, it's harder for artists who are under 18 and things like that to play. You can't play in all the pubs and all that kind of stuff. So it's great that there's programs
unless
like
you
that.
wear a fake mustache.
Unless you wear a fake mustache, or you just lie. Which we may have done in the past, but at the same time, got to respect the laws of the land and perform at the correctly designated places and
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
So
Even if you have a mustache.
even if you have a mustache, that's true. That's true. You know, doesn't entitle you immediately to the rights of an 18-year-old.
No.
Of course, we still can't grow mustaches, myself and Al, so we wouldn't know anything about that. Wexford Arts Centre PWC Spotlight Programme given Patricia a great opportunity there. And also someone else who was accepted into that programme, Rachel Grace. We're going to have her back on the show in the next while, probably in February. Rachel's incredible artist as well, based out in the Wexford area, so really looking forward to having her back in. So without any further ado, let's have a listen to Patricia Lalor with her original song, Regret.
You regret it, I can see it in your eyes. Think I couldn't look past your disguise, but you chose not to listen. You chose the same as everyone else. I thought I'd regret it, but clearly that's not the case. And now you're stuck with dreaming of being in a different place. And you and I both know that's not the right place to go. I know it wasn't entirely your fault. No, it wasn't quite your decision, but you had a chance. You chose not to listen. And I know it wasn't entirely your fault. It wasn't quite your decision, but you had a chance, and you chose not to listen. Oh God, I'm so sorry, 'cause now you're stuck with dreaming of being in a different place.
We sat there smooching the other night, me and my gal, we felt just right, oh me, oh my. We're satisfied. Her lips are just like cherry wine. I sip hers and she sipped mine, oh me, oh my. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. Me, oh my, me and my girl both satisfied. she looks at me, I'm hypnotized, oh me, oh my. We're satisfied. She's got this and she's got that, she's got it where it should be at, oh me, oh my. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. Me, oh my, me and my girls both satisfied. I'm nice, I think she's grand. I keep control the best I can. Oh me, oh my, we're satisfied. She looks so good but a little shy. When I step out we kiss goodbye. Oh me, oh my, we're satisfied. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. Me, oh my, me and my girl both satisfied. But you ain't heard nothing yet, oh me, oh my, we're satisfied. Now boys, don't you envy me, my gal's good looking as you can see, oh me, oh my, we're satisfied. We're satisfied, we're satisfied. Me, oh my, me and my girl both satisfied.
Husband and wife duo there. What are they called?
Earl and Joyce Songer.
Earl and Joyce Songer. A very appropriate name for a...
Earl was the husband and Joyce was the wife, if anyone is wondering.
Oh.
Just to clear that up. I think,
anyway. I didn't know that. Yeah, very interesting there. Al bringing the facts strong and hard on this Friday afternoon/evening. We're getting into the evening, aren't we?
Yeah, but by this time, yeah.
Well, we're about to go to an ad break, but before that, let's have a little bit of Dick Justice. This is one of our favourite artists to play on the show, Dick Justice with Little Lulie.
Wake up, little Lulie. What makes you sleep so sound? The highway robbers coming to burn your playhouse down. If I had minded Daddy, Lord, I wouldn't be here today. Drinking wine and good whiskey has caused me to run away. I'll go up some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine. There I'll sit with another man's woman, and I'll know she will never be mine. I'll build me a steeple upon the mountain so high, so I can see little Lulie once more before I die. I dreamt I saw little Lulie sitting by the sea, an empty glass beside her, and a 44 at her knee. Young girls, take warning. Now take this warning from me. Don't ever leave your father for a gambling man like me. The last time I saw little Lulie, she had a wine glass in her hand, drinking up her troubles and courting some other man. Now if you see little Lulie, just tell her I am dead. I'm lying in a lonely graveyard with a tombstone at my head.
Welcome back to Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 with myself, Rohan, and Al over there.
Here I am.
Manning the tech bay, making everything happen over there at his little console.
Yeah.
We've got loads more tunes to get through, some really, really cool ones. And first of all, before we get into anything else, we got to check out Mr. Niall Toner. For those who don't know, and shame on you if well, okay, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like a few people might have just stopped
tuned
listening.
off, yeah.
But for those who haven't and are still here,
For those who haven't, and
why
are
don't
still
you explain
here.
who Mr. Niall Toner is?
Mr. Niall Toner. Well, he's Ireland's foremost expert, I suppose, on bluegrass, Americana, old timey. He's got his own show, of course, Roots Freeway on RT Radio 1, where he showcases a lot of the best music coming out in the genre and also some of his favourite tunes. But he's been in the business a long time, and he's a great artist, great songwriter. He's had songs that featured even in mad things like Grand Theft Auto in the past, Grand Theft Auto 5, the highest selling video game of all time. So he's a great artist and an industry veteran, but a really good fellow all round as well. He's going to be performing with Dori Freeman at the TradFest, Temple Bar TradFest 2019 at St. Micans, I don't know.
It's probably one of those
It's
two.
one of those. So yeah, look, just ask people.
Unless St. Mitchens?
St. Mitchens.
That could possibly be another way.
St. Michon. St. Mican. It's one of those, all right. St. Micans or Mickens, there between Smithfield and Four Courts Lewis stops on the 24th of January. Like I said, joining him on the for the event will be Dori Freeman. So for anyone who's interested in this very cool style of music, an unmissable show there. And then we'll have Dori in the week later or whatever.
Yeah.
For the live session and interview. So without any further ado, do enjoy. This is Niall Toner, as well as myself and my brother Al here, joining him for a live session for his song, The Mountain in the Sky.
When I woke, it was still. The wind had stopped blowing. The birds not yet bold enough to sing. On the mountain, a blanket of mist almost glowing on your hand. A tarnished wedding ring. As you lay there, so peaceful, lost in your dreaming, I thought of the day that we were wed. All the promise and hope in your face, it was shining unaware of the tears that we would shed. In the place between sleep and waking, where our dreams fall to earth and come to light, there's a mist that hides the wish wishing from the knowing in the space between the mountain and the sky. You are stirring, I pull you close to me. The sun throws its light into the day. On the mountain, that blanket of mist is burning. Soon I'll know if you'll go or if you'll stay. In the space between sleep and waking, where our dreams fall to earth and come to light, there's a mist that hides the wishing from the knowing in the space between the mountain and the sky. There's a mist that hides the wishing from the knowing in the space between the mountain and the sky.
The stars and the beautiful moon sweeps the sky, and the wind sighing softly like distant guitars sings of home in the sweet by and by. Beauties on high, with a prayer to my loved ones up there, looking down from that home in the sweet by and by. Softly the night winds whisper to me that you remember me still, and the stars shine down like the light of the town, and the moon rises over the hill. When the curtains of night are pinned back by the stars, and the beautiful moon sweeps the sky, and the wind sighing softly like distant guitars sing of home in the sweet by and by. I lie on the wide spreading prairie, and I gaze at a prayer to my darling up there, looking down from that home in the sweet by and by.
That was Zora Lehman there with When the Curtains of the Night Are Pinned Back by the Stars. Beautiful old tune there. And next up, we've got a beautiful new tune. This is Bob Sumner. We're going to play his new song called Riverbed from the brand new album, Wasted Love Songs. This is going to be out January 25th, but we've got a little sneak preview for you here. So Bob Sumner, a Vancouver native. So it's great to get some Canadian music going on up in here as well. Some beautiful music coming out from Bob. He spent a long time working with his brother band, the Sumner Brothers. He's the younger half of the Sumner Brothers, and they put out 5 albums. But this is his own, an album all of his own, and it's incredibly warm, incredibly accomplished record. People are quoting it as, to have this kind of Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Townes Van Zandt, Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty. I mean, I know that's just throwing every name in the world out there, but it does it. You'll hear those influences throughout the record, and in the best possible way, not in a kind of derivative way, but just in a very positive way, I suppose. The record itself, it was produced in Vancouver at Afterlife Studios by Eric P.H. Nielsen, and just incredibly warm, rich, deep sound. So do enjoy this song of Bob Sumner's, and do keep an eye out for the full record coming out January 25th, 2019. Here is a little song of Bob's called Riverbed.
could have sworn that was love, how sweet the taste, or was I dreaming? Well, I dreamt it was the wings of 1,000 golden doves, strip me of my feet, lay me at the doorstep of your heart. But sometimes your water turn to wine, sometimes your riverbed run dry. I dreamt 1,000 angels gathering to listen in, and what they heard was pleasing. But sometimes your water turn to wine, sometimes your riverbed run dry. could have swore that flame was burning back 1,000 generations. I dreamt 1,000 eyes of lovers past beholding, and in them was rejoicing. Sometimes your water turn to wine, sometimes your riverbed run dry. Sometimes your water turn to wine, sometimes your riverbed run dry. Sometimes your water turn to wine, sometimes your riverbed run dry.
Very good. Bob Sumner there with Riverbed. Next up, we've got the lads from Strings and Things.
We do.
Strings and Things. We had these really exciting young fellas in the studio not too long ago. They performed a couple of songs for us live. They spent a good chunk of last year in the United States gigging, and it looks like they might end up doing some international touring again this year, and you can see why. Full of energy, great, really nice, progressive, interesting songs, and just a really good, strong voice, really good instrumentation. The banjo's really tight, and the skill level is high. So very good music here from Strings and Things, and we're expecting big things, big strings and things.
Yeah,
from
they've
them.
Already got plenty of big strings, so
they could have bigger strings. They could have a double bass.
They don't have a double bass, yeah.
And of course, they could have more strings, like if they had a harpist. Okay, enough of my harping on. God, I'm funny.
We'll edit that out, don't worry.
Oh, well, please don't. That was my best joke of the show. This is one song that they did when they were in... I didn't mean to say that. One a song, two a song. Right, so this is a song that they did while they were in studio with us a little while ago. This is Strings and Things with We Ask How.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sink beneath the waves, tell them all of our best days. As we look at the stars, it seems that no man or beast can march from afar. From failure smell, it takes me back to the day the sun turned black. The ground we stood on could not be relied on, and we were controlled by strings. Day or night, cartoon or play, which one first will go away? The sands, they're all back now, and we ask how. We ask how. Memories of time gone by, 10 years on, but I won't cry. The land where we built our house, well, it shines no more, and still we ask how. Promises, they're all lies. The Queen, she knew, well, she saw in our eyes. One more could we dread for black winters across the shores to hell, or to England seems fair. one first will go away. The sands, they're all back now, and we ask how. We ask how. This is the final game. Here we are now. The only crossing is the sea. Now in thousands we all flee. We ask how, we ask how. Yeah, we ask how, we ask how. Dare not cartoon or play. Which one first will go away? The sands, they're all back now, and we ask how. We ask how.
My wife and I don't get along, we simply fight and fight. I married her to win a bit, it really serves me right. The love she once declared was mine has simply turned to hate. So I've made up my mind to visit old Nevada State. I'm on my way to Reno, I'm leaving town today. Give my regards to all the boys and girls along Broadway. Once I get my liberty, no more wedding bells for me. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. I've stood an awful lot from her and never said a word. But on the level, as a wife, she simply was a bird. At night when I'd come home from work just tired out and dead, I'd always find her eating soda crackers in the bed. I'm on my way to Reno, I'm leaving town today. It's liberty or death with me, my hair is turning gray. Reno life is simply great, they grant divorces while you wait. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. It's awful when you tie yourself up to a suffragette and suffer, suffer, suffer till your brains are all to let. She had the sign on me all right, I really will admit. She used to make me stay at home to try and learn to knit. I'm on my way to Reno, I'm never coming back. And if I do, I surely hope the train runs off the track. Life in Reno must be grand, husbands marching hand in hand, shouting the battle cry of freedom. There was a time when South Dakota was the proper place, but when compared with Reno, it was never in the race. The only real Arcadia from Frisco east to Maine. Just think of it, the judge and jury meet you at the train. I'm on my way to Reno to break the marriage knot. You just get off the train and drop a nickel in the slot. You just get off the train and then turn around and jump right on again, shouting the battle cry of freedom.
Good old Billy Murray there with I'm on my way to Reno, a song about divorce.
Sounds like a fun place.
It does, yes. Freedom from the chains of, the oppressive chains of matrimony. Of course, it's a comedic song. Divorce, of course, can be a very serious and traumatic thing as well. So, not to be taken lightly, unless it's Billy Murray and we're just having a
In
good
which
old...
case,
yeah, take it very lightly.
Shout the battle cry of freedom.
Freedom,
As
yes.
you're marching hand in hand with all the other husbands.
Husbands marching hand in hand. So, that brings us to the close of the show. I hope you've enjoyed the program. Rhythm and Roots here on Near FM 90.3 with myself, Rohan, and Al. Well, I'm not Rohan and Al. Myself, Rohan.
And I'm Al.
And he's, just to avoid any kind of confusion. It's not me here.
You don't have like a split personality.
No, doing two voices.
We're actually two different people.
Because we mostly talk at the same time anyway, people will...
It is hard to understand, I know.
No, it's not just hard to understand. It proves that I'm not just one guy thinking I'm crazy. So, I mean, I am crazy, but it proves I'm one guy. So yeah,
glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, exactly. Do join us once again next Friday from 4:30 p.m. on Near FM, and of
assuming
course,
they still haven't kicked us off the air.
Assuming they still haven't kicked us off the air, and we will, of course, you can grab the podcast online as well and things like that. So do enjoy the last song of the day, and we'll catch you again next week. This is Annette Hanshaw with "I've Got a Feeling I'm Falling." Thanks for listening. Take it easy.
Good night.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling, falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to travel single, oh, we chance to mingle, oh, now I'm a tingle over you. Hey, Mr. Paulson, stand by, for I've got a feeling I'm falling, falling for nobody else but you. In the air, it's funny, so funny, me taking it this way. Don't know if I should, but gee, it feels good. I'm flying high up in the sky, but I've got a funny feeling that I'm falling, falling for nobody else but you. And you know it too. You caught my eye.